All right. In theory, we're live. They have changed the way streaming worked since yesterday. So, yeah. Okay, but I think we're going. I think we're going. Maybe. My phone also seems to be doing some weirdness. Hmm. My phone no longer rotates either. So all sorts of stuff has changed. Although it's within the YouTube app, so it's entirely possible YouTube just made a bunch of changes yesterday, and they messed everything up. Well, welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Rome. Um, I think I'm reasonably in the screen. Maybe do I need to go this way, or does the camera need to go this way? Camera. Let's move the camera. Okay, that's as far as the camera wants to go, and then it wants to stop. I would like that. There we go. All right. Not the smoothest stream beginning, but again, I didn't expect him to change the way. I've been sitting here fighting with it because it used to be you went to YouTube Studio and you click go live and it said, do you want to go live now? Do you want to schedule it? Do you want to use software? Do you want to use the YouTube? Now you just go live and it goes live. Which is fun. I mean, when you go up to whatever it's called. It's just something different now that I'm actually streaming. Anyway, it's interesting. It's weird, but apparently I've got it more or less figured out. All right, we need to do load game because I was playing my private save last night, which is interestingly enough exactly where we were today, or where we're going to start today is where I started last night. I was right here where we just needed to work the bridge controls. I was about 2 minutes behind. I also rebuilt 2 characters last night on this save. I went back and talked to the. Do I have? Hold on. Let me make sure that my mic is working. Is my mic working? My mic is. Testing. It is working, but I'm using the wrong one. Let's start over. Properties. Testing. There we go. All right. It sounds like I could hear myself on the YouTube on my phone. So it sounds like I had audio, but just not very good audio. So we're back. Okay. I rebuilt a couple characters is what I was trying to say.
Waste time with pleasantries.
So let me show you what I did. Let me turn my phone down a little bit now. Now that our audio is better, it's a lot louder than I wanted it. Okay, so far we are working here. We haven't changed anything. This is our iconoclast and dogmatic, and we're slowly working our way up there. Feature-wise, we've got devastating attack. This is the one that can knock people down if we do impact or bleed slow on rending damage and blind them on energy damage, right? Steady superiority. We can make it into. Oh, that's a heroic act. Yep, that didn't change at all. So I've got charge, I've got endure, I've got daring breach. So immediately restore. Okay, that again ties into that. Also ties into that. We've got sworn enemy. None of that is particularly different. We've got word of the emperor, shield of the emperor, and light of the emperor, which does healing to everybody that has word of the emperor on them. So shield of the emperor gets you some deflection, light of the emperor gets you some healing, which is pretty nice. So that's our basic active abilities. And then from a talent standpoint, as far as our arch militant, we've got versatility. That gives us we get our bonus of weapon skill added to our ballistic, and our bonus of ballistic added to our weapon skill. Devastating attack we have already seen. We've seen that. AP increase, that's just because we're a certain level. We get more AP now. Always ready. We start with 2 stacks of versatility. And any of our area attacks, melee and ranged, reduce the deflection of all enemies hit by -2. So anytime we do an area attack, a burst, or whatever it may be, they're going to take a deflection hit of -2 and armor by 7% until the end of combat. And so the end of combat. The biggest thing I changed here is that I went all in on reducing deflection, because we don't have a lot of that. At least I think, as I recall, that's what I did. Daring breach. Where? Okay, that goes back to our gain 4 MP until the end of turn. Yeah, this goes back to our heroic. Thick skin. We gain an additional damage reflection, and our parry chances increase by 25% of our total armor. Daring breach upgrade. Again, this is part of the heroic. 10 movement points, and that's the final one. So these are our heroic under that. Be nice if it made them yellow like this one does, right? And then origin talents. We've got a bunch of origin talents, weirdly enough. So Death World, obviously, that's our first one. Survival Instinct, when our wounds drop below 30%, we get 20% of maximum wounds as temporary. Sanctioned Psyker. We're Sanctic. Yep. Shadow of Torment. Feat of Greatness. I think most of these are ones we just start. Battle Start, we get plus 10 momentum. We did take basic skill Lore Xenos because I want to be able to use the Drukhari weapons, and we do have those equipped. Heavy armor proficiency stays the same. I got that again. Stabilizing factor. Our first psychic power used each turn increases the veil degradation by 2 points less. That's a terrible way of saying it. It decreases veil degradation by 2. Right, so if it's something that would normally do veil degradation of 4, it'll only be veil degradation of 2. If it's a 2, it'll knock it down to 0, and if it's a 1, it'll just drop 1. It won't go down to less than 0. I've got dual weapon combat still. Destined. Our armor is increased by 5%. And this bonus increases by 5% at the start of every round after the first. So we get that initial 5% at the beginning of the fight, and then round 2, it'll go up to 10, 15, 20, so on and so forth. So we'll get more armor. So we've got a little bit more deflection from the Survival Instinct? No. I don't remember. One of these. We saw it. Maybe it was up there. And then we're going to get a little bit more here. Edge of Dawn. Anybody we're adjacent to is going to take 10% more damage. Psi rating 2, Light of the Emperor. Again, there's our heal we talked about, and Drukhari weapon proficiency. Flagship, yep, and Conviction. We're a follower. There. Rogue Trader and 2 random allies start combat with temporary wounds equal to their own resolve. So it's going to be 5 most of the time, right? And so that's that. So we've got a little bit more ability to knock down somebody's deflection using our area attacks, and we've got slightly better armor, and we can use Drukhari weapons. That's essentially what I did with him. And you can see, equip-wise, we've gone ahead, we've gone with the Bloodseeker. And yeah, there's nothing crazy on that, although it does have a larger increased area. And again, if we do that melee, that area attack with it, we're going to get deflection. Then the weapon itself, our pistol here, the Negotiator pistol, remember, this creates melting effect when we hit somebody. So we can use this as our secondary attack because we did take the dual weapon. And that's also going to reduce deflection by 1 and armor by 10%. So we can come in, do an area attack with our big thing. Then we can do a single shot or whatever with this, whatever we have the AP for, because it's going to cost 1 AP more because it's the second weapon. And then another deflection off. Maybe even the burst fire would also count for that, right, as it's another area effect. So we might get both melting and our normal area effect deflection from that. We'll have to see how that works. So we could potentially get a lot of deflection from this first ability. And then I've got the Starblight here listed as our other weapon, and this is going to be a singular Deadeye, so when we're far away, and this is going to give them with fatigued and slowed. So movement points are reduced by 3, but this is also going to cost him a movement point. So it'll slow him down quite a bit. So that is how we have him built. I've still got the Face of the Sovereign, so +1 resolve when we kill an enemy. I think that's useful. We still got the Tempestuous Armor, or Carapace for our heavy armor. I've got Heart of the Nameless. This gives us more Lore Xenos. But because we're Iconoclast, it actually boosts all our skills by 10. So you can see our skills they're not great, but they're not terrible. And then we've got Grace of the Oblivious, so +5 when toughness if we're dumb. And we are, so we get the toughness. Whenever a wearer hits an enemy with Deadeye Shot, right, which is what we'll be doing with that. It'll also reduces their deflection by 1, and employs an exploit till the end of combat. So once again, another way for us to reduce deflection and bust through kind of heavy armor guys. 10 weapon skill and 5 strength for the augmented gloves, and we're wearing the Von Valencia's cloak. When we're full wounds, it's going to give us plus 5 to our characteristics. Well, these are our characteristics, so all these get plus 5. Now, obviously, when we're in combat, we're not always going to be at full health, and that's fine. But when we're out of combat and we're making skill checks for things, we will be at full health. So we'll get these all. These will all be what they are for dialogue purposes. And then boot-wise, we're not going to suffer burning effect by walking over burning cells, and we get 3 additional stacks of burning whenever we stand on them. So we don't burn, but if we hit people, we'll transfer that burning to them. That's the idea. I do need to get us some grenades, though. I didn't restack those. Those are pretty good for burning through people, too, huh? We could do a fire grenade since we can walk through the fire. Let's do that, and we'll give ourselves... Oh, I didn't take Medicaid this time. I must have had medical bits in there before. And we'll stick with our picked recorder skull because, you know, it's cool. All right, the other one I rebuilt was Heinrich's. So let's take a look at Heinrich's real fast. C, and then we go to features. So assassin-wise, he's still got Seek the Opening. Dispatch is still his deal. AP is still the standard AP bonus. Warrior, he's got Daring Breach. Again, that's our heroic defensive maneuvers. So he's gonna when he takes dodge, when he takes damage, he's gonna get some dodge. It's not actually 0. It's his agility bonus. 5 plus 2 times his agility bonus. His agility bonus should be 5, so it should be 15. So every time he takes damage, he's going to get an additional 15 dodge, up to a total of 45 in this case. We've given him Breakthrough. This gives us Slash. So the goal with them was to increase our movement. We talked about that in the past, but we really didn't have him built very well for it. So Slash allows us to jump through an enemy one time, but then we could jump through a different enemy, right? And you can see they're going to go through an enemy, they're going to make the attack. It's going to do minus 50% damage, but that's fine. It only applied once per target per round, but we get 2 of them because I believe it's based on your agility bonus divided by 2. So at the moment our agility is 50, so we get 2. If we get that up to 60, we'll get 3. Does not provoke an attack of opportunity, so we can move through people while attacking them that way. We've also got Rigorous Training, so when we do a charge or a slash, it doesn't end our movement, so we can then move away or move to the next target if we were to kill somebody. And they're going to give us an additional 15% dodge for 1 round after we use them. So that's pretty cool. Still got Melta Weapon Proficiency. I don't think I could change that. He's got Lore Xenos as well, Sanctic Powers for him, as well as Biomancy. Humanity's Finest. He's Imperial World, so he gets a bonus to those. Iron Arm is still a Biomancy one he's got. I think that's one of the very basic ones. I couldn't change that one. But you know what? Not too bad. Where do we get the number from? It comes from our psi rating. 10 plus 4 times our psi rating. That's fine. Dogmatic Follower, Dogmatic Adherent. He's got Blade of Light, so Force weapons are going to do 3 more damage and have 15% more armor penetration. Biophysical Distortion. Anytime he attacks, including his psychic powers, it's going to create Toxin, which I like. Invigorate, that's still our heal. Psalm of Heroes, our psi rating is increased by +1 every time we get a heroic act. Boosting his psi rating is going to be important for us. Psi rating and Resolve are the 2 things we want to boost for him during fights. So every time we use a heroic act, his psi rating is going to go up. Stabilizing Factor, once again, it's going to decrease Veil Degradation so we can get some more out of this stuff. Edge of Dawn, once again, enemies adjacent to him are going to take more damage. Light of the Emperor, again, once again a heal for anybody that has Word of the Emperor on him. So we got a couple ways to heal from him and 1 way for him. So we can do some healing. Sanctified Slayer, 5% in critical crit chance, and he's got his stabilizer braces on, and I think that's it. So those are the 2 rebuilds. And as far as gear goes for him, we've got Deck Officer's Helmet for some more armor. We've got the Psychic Body Glove, so it ignores the first critical hit and gets him some additional dodge based on his psi rating. This is one reason it'd be nice to boost his psi rating as we go forward. I did give him the Mark of the Ruler. This is the laser shot ring we used to have on Abner. And he's got Stabilizer Bracers, so more ballistic and critical damage. And he's got the Cameline Cloak for some more dodge. And Bladed Boots. So whenever he hits an opening with Charge, Slash, or Dance, they inflict bleeding. So if we pop an opening on him and then do that slash to go through, we're also going to get some bleeding and some toxic on him, which will be really good because of his normal ability to put toxic on stuff. Weapon-wise, we've got him a Force Sword because we get all those bonuses to Force Swords. Also, Force Swords do a bonus based on their psi rating. Again, a good reason to boost his psi rating. He's still got his Inferno Pistol, because why not? And then we've got our Sanctified Staff. Now, we built him to run around and do this because this is his primary build. However, right now he has the Sanctified Staff, which is badass. And again, we've got this Emperor's Wrath. So everyone adjacent to the target point suffers 1 to whatever, 1 plus our psi rating times whatever. So right now it would be 3 times our staff power level, which is 5 plus our Psyker's Resolve. So right now it's 10. Right, so to be 3 times 10 damage. As our resolve goes up from using Word of the Emperor or whatever else as we go through, that's going to do more damage, which is pretty good. So we will we'll have to play with those. But he's built to be a movement guy, but right now this is pretty good. If we can boost our resolve, this is really crazy. I'm going to go ahead and get him some healing. I'm going to go ahead and throw a flame one down for him as well. Or maybe we'll do some toxic damage. Let's toss that down. We're already going to do some toxic damage with him. He's got some status abilities there. And then maybe just we'll go with one of these just to get us some extra damage against heavily armored creatures. So I think that's that. I'm going to do a quick F5. I'm going to go back. We're going to select everybody. Sorry, that's a lot of talking. Alright, so the question is, what do we got over here? A trap, that's what we have over here. Alright, view the log. Discover that the local data crypt contains with contents collected by previous operators. Alright, supply protocol. The records look like a typical shipping report, but after further reading becomes apparent the focus here is not ore assembly parts, but augments extracted from living tech priests and spent mass, the flesh of the victims killed either during or for the sake of the machine rituals. Okay, production protocol. The log looks damaged, the lines are uneven, and some of the values seem impossible. After a few minutes of studying the records, you feel your head begin to swim. The stored data can only be comprehended by a twisted mind touched by chaos corruption. And the ascension protocol? Looks like some sermon from some mad chaos worshipper. The log, clearly written from someone else's words, mentions the heart that extrudes virtue and the cradle that rocks the child of truth. So when I played through this last night on my private save, whoops, I'm playing heretical on that, and it gave a completely, it's going to be a completely different playthrough than what we did here. We'll see how it goes. Failed that. Oh, you guys just kind of stay this way?
We should deal with this. Take heed, rogue trader.
Okay, so let's start with this one.
That's how it's done.
Then this one.
I'll learn from this mistake.
Do you get it? Let's do this first, so we don't step on that one to disarm that one, which is more or less what I just did.
The outcome I accept.
Okay, so all the traps have been disabled, I think. Alright, let's go this way. Oh wait, I'm going to go through here. Now, so we can rotate this, and there's a whole big section over here. And I did part of that, and then came back and did this. We'll just do this first, and clear this section out of the way. We talked about this section quite a bit, so let's go see if we might not be able to get into it yet, actually. Oh, accept stick access codes. So remember, we got those from the dude up top here, right? We looked back at his kind of physical memories, and that's what he gave us. All right. I should move the screen over so if there is chat, I will be able to see it better. Whoops, that's not what I'm trying to do. Come on. Nope. Numerous wires and pipes run to the filthy cages, which are filled with what looks like a conglomeration of human bodies. You cannot make out who is in the cage, but bright blue sparks flash intermittently in the darkness, while the mass of flesh twitches and shudders. Heinrichs casts a scrutinizing eye over the cages, one before withdrawing his weapon and approaching to examine what lies inside. Careful, Heinrichs. Look at it. Through the metal bars you see is truly a pile of human bodies, or something that used to be. The monstrously deformed bodies have fused together in places, while others are severed using saws and knives, leaving wounds, seeping pus and slime. Wounds that are agglutinating? I guess that's a word. I don't know what it means. That are agglutinating and sprouting tendons. Rods connected to wires that run to a nearby cogitator bristle across the flesh. One of the human heads turns to you. Mercy. Mercy. Make it stop. Should we try a Medicaid roll? Sure, why not? We got a 60% chance. Coin flip, essentially. We made it. You examine the pulsating mass of flesh. The creature in the cage seems to be composed of several bodies joined together. You see no sutures or any other means by which the separate parts could have been connected. Among the layers of meat you can discern large knots of muscle, various limbs, exposed bones, parts of faces, and entire heads. Only warp sorcery is capable of creating such an abomination while preserving its ability to live on. Who are you? Foreman from Sector, Hertz, Mercy. Foreman from Boiler 3, we're from the lower levels. I'm beginning to have some idea. The Lex mechanic mentioned the inhabitants of the lower levels who had been imprisoned in their homes. He said some of them were brought here. The cultists did something to these poor people, in their own home, and now they're studying the result. Lex mechanic talked about some kind of slag waste disposal and chaos symbols of the machines. What are the arch-enemy's minions doing to the people of the lower levels? To know the workings of dark sorcery means allowing corruption into oneself. These are warp mutations, no doubt. Perhaps there was some side effect, and that is why they were brought here, to be connected to censors and cogitators. Even fallen tech priests who have rejected the Omnissiahs are driven by perverted hunger for knowledge. I mean, they're people. Monstrously mutated, but still people. Yes, this is what warp sorcery has done to them, to be precise. I've seen many mutants whose features have been distorted under the effects of the archenemy, but this is something beyond all imaginating. Why are they hooked up to cogitators? Lingua Technis. Corrupted by the scrap code, I'm sure. It's unlikely we'll be able to extract anything of value from the data crypts. Thinking, Heinrich clenches his fist and bites down on a knuckle, and then recoils when the mutant from the nearest cage reaches a hand out to him through the bars. You promised us! Who are you talking to? What did they promise you? Who are they? You took us from the inferno. You promised us a reward. You... Her face contorts in a grimace, and the creature's lips stick together like melted wax. I'll be damned, they can still speak. Yeah, we just talked to the dude. They remember the people who did this to them. Perhaps a little biomancy will allow us to draw the fragments of knowledge out of them, or it will trigger further changes? Esteemed Magos, these are your comrades. If I may ask, do you feel any compassion for them, or at the very least regret? Regret for the losses that these poor people represent to the Adeptus Mechanicus? Negative. What I am currently observing is not my tech comrades, but merely the biological functioning remains fashioned into a specimen of unnatural perversion of technology. I am under no directive to feel any affinity for such species. We're going to go Iconoclast because that's what we are. Again, I expect my playthrough on Iconoclast to be very different than my playthrough was on whatever the hell I was playing. Heretical. Close the curtain here. It looks like that helped a little bit? That looks like it helped a little bit. It's been really cloudy and dark today, but it looks like the clouds maybe are thinning out a little bit. Heinrichs, I'm inclined to relieve their suffering. Every moment of existence in such a state is pure torture for the people locked in these sheaths. Alright, so an extra 5 points. Yeah, your mind is already made up. These people need deliverance from their suffering. Interesting. He knows how to use the computer for it. Each mutant has cables attached. I may not know the nature of these machines, but it isn't too difficult to increase the voltage. Ah, this switch here. Oh, saw a little electricity there and there. You hear the crackle of electricity. The wires glow with blue sparks, and the creatures locked in the cages drop lifelessly to the floor. The sharp tang of burned meat hangs in the air. Barbecue. That's that, then. But you know what bothers me, rogue trader? The number of people here. There are too few. The lower levels of similar manufactoriums are inhabited by millions. What happened to the rest of them? I know I won't like the answer. Well, she said they promised us, something special and saved us from the fires, right? So burning people maybe down there? Hard to say. We still haven't done what we came here to do. Okay. I'm going to do a quick F5 so we don't have to reload anything.
Keep your wits about you.
Alright, what do we got going on here? The data vault. The massive cogitator grows out of the metal bulkheads like a grotesque tumor. A hollow roar sounds from deep within the metal housing. Whatever spurred the computer into action, it has enough power to supply a small command center. As soon as your eyes fall upon the cogitator, you feel tingling in your temples. Every nook, every component of the machine radiates a sense of wrongness, one that is difficult to explain, but no less palpable for that. It is as though the construct itself defies the laws of physics and perspective. Stop, Abner. This is a creation of the archenemy. Don't go near it. You've done enough for me in my mission. Don't put yourself at risk now. As soon as Heinrichs takes another step towards the cogitator, emits a deafening shriek like hundreds of metal needles driving through toughened glass, as though sensing the danger. Wincing, Heinrichs approaches the control panel and bends down towards the screen. Despite the heat clogging the room, you feel an ice-cold breeze. Heinrichs is clearly using his psyker abilities to try to fend off the pernicious effects of the Chaos artifact. The omnisci's grace has not touched this object. This mechanism was not desecrated but born, flawed, and unnatural. Iron most profane. Initiating observation log. Let not fear stand in the path of knowledge. You just said that this thing is an abomination, yet you're going to immerse yourself in it in order to study it? Doesn't the thought repel you? Squeamishness is not a relevant factor. I have conducted the relevant assessments. The risk of spiritual harm is acceptable. The importance of obtaining the information is critical. I'm going to keep my distance. Yeah, we'll see what Heinrichs is doing up there. A minute passes, then another. You watch Heinrichs examine the cogitator. His eyes scan the screens, his hands darting from the reel to the lever, sometimes hovering uncertainly over the next switch, which immediately receives a coating of frost. At some point, you hear his voice, almost a whisper, barely audible above the clanging, roaring machine. Sacrifices. More and more sacrifices every minute. Hecatomb Determirians, the womb of this cursed machine is down in the lower levels. The auxiliary enumerator controls the system for delivering molten waste under the manufactorium's main building. This cogitator is fueled by the energy harnessed from thousands of people, who are flowing beneath our feet as slag waste as we speak. But I cannot even imagine the reason for sacrificing all these people. It's inconceivable. Now we know why the fabricator sensor prized this monster so highly. The cursed tech priest and associates created something that went beyond the limits of the omnisci's power. This machine is designed to process myriad possibilities using warp sorcery. It has almost finished its task. It predicts the future, Abner. How is that even possible? Do not attempt to gain any insight into the essence of machines corrupted by the archenemy. At least, not if you value your soul. I've encountered the heretics' mechanical abominations before. To truly fathom their nature is to allow a particle of death into your heart. But the fruit they bear, no matter how abhorrent their instruments, the fruit they bear could be useful. No, the cult's filthy ravings aren't worth that. What can we extract from its storage drives will be enough. Once again, we're going to stay iconoclast. Need to stop the cogitator for the sake of the people still alive down there. Think of the people! I almost succumbed to the archenemy's old trick, the lure of the unattainable, the primary of all traps that chaos sets for unwary souls. Heinrich's movements are exact and purposeful. Unlike his earlier operation of the cogitator, one after another the cogitator screens begin to fade to black, and the roar coming from inside the machine quiets to a barely perceptible howl, in which you can imagine you hear the notes of dejection. Heinrichs bends over the keys and flinches from an electric shock. His head snaps back unnaturally. You see his lips moving. The cogitator lets out a roar that grows louder by the second. Oh, there's a big demon! Interesting. Okay.
Before the true power of humanity.
Okay, I'm going to leave Heinrichs there. Yeah, I mean, why not? Abelard can stay more or less where he is, too. Maybe we'll move him here. You can go, I don't know. How about here? I'll put you here. You here. And I don't know, Abner. If we put you here, and then Heinrichs, I put you like right here. I'm just thinking we can get some charges off. Maybe. Right? Instead of just being starting right next to him, we'll get some charges. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe I'll move Abelard back one because we need 2 to get a charge off. Okay. Start battle. What do you got for us, Cassia? Well, we could go ahead and start with this. So front line, they'll do more damage, right? We'll do that. And then when these guys charge in, they'll all be in that. They'll get the bonus for being there. Back line. More cover efficiency, dodge, and dodge reduction. We'll go over and give that to her.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
And then rear line, deal 70% range damage, 12% over penetration. Yep, we'll go with. Can we? We'll go here.
Only that were possible. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Okay. Now, what do we want to do with you? I'm going to go ahead. First of all, I'm going to get. We'll do it to Abelard. I think he gets some benefit if we give him. Didn't we give him that thing that if he has additional temporary wounds, they go to strength for a turn? So let's go ahead and get him that. Touch of anger, that's not going to be useful for us. Get back in the fight, that's not going to be useful for us. Okay, so either we do something like held in my gaze. That's a range. That goes a bunch of things. So we do this. So 13 to 30 it says. So we do 15 to 35 is what it tells us. Or we could do this, which is 15 to 20. Let's save our... Well, no, this isn't going to do... This doesn't give us chaos shots, right? Because navigator powers are different. So let's go for... Oh, no, hold on. I want this one held in my gaze. Yeah. Let's go here. All right, and then... I'm going to get Pascal an extra turn. And I'm going to hit it with this. So it does less damage, right? Damage dealt from target's attack by 34%. Yeah, so let's hit it with that. Because it's going to go next, right? So let's see if we can do that. I'm going to go ahead and give it some... That, and then... So 29 to 36 if we hit it with this. Sure. Get a little bit of damage out on it. He dodged it. Okay, let's open this up too. All right, that's okay. We did. He's going to do less damage, and he's taking some damage. That's the important thing. Oh, and then Pascal gets his actual turn this turn. Well, let's get some more of this. Right. So now it's got. So we could go with this now, right? How long does this go? Does it go till my next round? For 1 round. Alright, so hopefully it's still on him. Yeah, it is. Okay. So if we go with this, it removes all exploits from the target to decrease the target's dodge, parry, and armor by 10, plus the exploits. How many exploits does it have on it? 13 right now. So 23 times 5, it would decrease its armor by 125%. Does it have armor? Yeah, it does. It has 48%. So it would get rid of all of its armor in theory. Don't we have... Let's see, doesn't this do that as well? Next non-area attack inflicts the intimidated fact on the first target hit, and all the damage dealt is reduced by 10%. That wasn't what I was thinking of. Is it this one? Yeah, it removes 1 exploit from each enemy in a 5-cell radius. There's only 1 enemy in the area. Removes all exploit stacks to the enemy. All allies gain 2 times the number, which, what do we say? That was like 13. Percent armor until the end of combat. If 4 more exploits are removed, the operative gains the number of removed damage until the end of combat. I think that'll be really useful for us this time. I don't normally use this one, but I think for now, I think that's pretty good. And then I'm going to shoot him, I think. 59%. 59%. 15. Well, let's just go 4 then. And he dodged again. Either way, I think that was a reasonable one. I guess we could do this just to cut down on recoil. Obviously, it's not going to hurt them because they're not doing recoil, but for us, especially for Jai, she does a lot. So let's do that. We had the extra points. We'll end our turn there. Okay, so he's popped into a bunch of pink horrors. I think these, ouch, are going to be killed and then maybe split to blue horrors. Am I remembering that right? We'll find out. All right, Heinrichs. You want to get your charge on? Right now, I'm going to do this. So we've got Word of the Emperor, right? So that gives us 3 more resolve. If we were to do this, that's based on our psi rating, which isn't high at the moment. So we do some damage. Not a huge % hit chance to get it, though. So what I'm wondering is, if we go ahead,
I won't object to it.
we hit that, we do a charge,
But of course, Lord Captain.
we miss it. We can't do a charge and a breakthrough at the same time. You know what I'm going to move these down here. Right, and then I'm going to take... that goes with that. And I'll go and put my heal there too. I'm just going to kind of spread these out a little bit. So those are my buffs. Damage stuff. Yeah, we'll do something like that. So I can still do this. I've got a point. Or I could do this. Yeah, let's give ourselves some more deflection. All right, Abner. What would you like to do? I think we want to do an area effect. So I'm actually gonna step in. Let's step in here. Right, and then I'm gonna do an area effect this way.
The best defense is a good offense.
He dodged it, which stinks because now it means we're not gonna. Oh, did I not take dual weapon? I might not have. We'll have to see about that. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this though, because again we want to get more. Oh, we lowered the veil degradation down a little bit. That's good. What is it normally supposed to be? Oh, it doesn't have veil because our negatives have taken it down, right? So now we're actually lowering the veil degradation by doing that. Will we do it this way too? Get ourselves some more deflection, everybody that's got it? Yeah, we did. Oh, but that one went back up. Oh, I think it's just the first one. I think the first one I do each turn lowers it too. So I think we need to keep track of that. All right, and that's all our turns. But we do have some additional deflection, which hopefully will help us some. Abelard. Do I charge it and go for you? Do we want to... I think I can put that in there and not hit our own guys. So that is something. We do about 40 damage assuming we hit, but it's a coin toss. So I think instead, I'm going to go here. That's single. That's a lot. I don't know that I can... if I go to here... No, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to step in...
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
to here. I'm going to... What am I going to do? I'm going to start with defensive stance. I'm also going to do endure. I'm going to pop this because we got it. You're fine. You don't need to move. Do you want to do anything else? Sure, why not? You don't have anything to do. Okay. Abner doesn't have anything to do. Alright, so let's come back here. Now, we've got 2 turns left. We're probably just going to do a single attack against this guy. The question is, would we rather do Sworn Enemy, or would we rather do Reckless Strike? So we're going to get plus 20 armor penetration and 8 damage and ignore some of its parry. If we do this, we're going to get 26 armor and 6 damage on melee attacks again. Oh, but only against him. If the target we get... Okay, I think just this. I think this is the one to go. And we'll take the swing and hopefully finish him. Yep, and then he splits into blue horse. Okay. That's what we expected to happen. It's fine. We've got that extra deflection stuff going on. We've got some parry going on. We've got Abner here. Most of them are on that side, so, I mean, that hurts, but it did damage to him too. All right, now you. What do we want to do with you? I would love to burst into that, but we've got people in the way, unfortunately. So maybe we do an Aldari plasma grenade. Could do a stun grenade. If we were to toss this in here, we could get 3. It's not going to do much, though. I think that's probably not our best bet. We've already got 40 tactical advantage. So I'm wondering if we were to do this, let's say. Here, that would penetrate there. That would penetrate there too. I'm trying not to penetrate into our own guys. All right, so 21 to 24 it says. So let's go ahead. Let's pop this. Now how much does it do? 53 to 61. If I were to move to like right here, and then put a shot through here, so we don't hit our own people, and then maybe Abner, and Abner could finish you off, and then get us some more deflection, or get us some more Word of the Emperor. Yeah, Veil Degradation went down. Okay. Then I'm going to inspire. How many stacks do I have? 27. So I get 1 damage plus 1 for every additional 10. So that'd be 2. So that'd be a total of 3. No, I want to do this one. 2 temporary wounds and 1 additional temporary for every 2 stacks. And I'm going to give it to... Looks like Abner's taken... no, let's give it to Abelard again, because I think he gets additional strength out of this. Everybody else, I think, is okay at the moment. We got a level, by the way. He rolls through. Interesting. All right, Cassia, what would you like to do? If I were to move Cassia to, like, right here, she could do her Scorching Line attack down there, right? So we could do this straight through there. So 17 to 39. And then 18 to 42. Seems to be useful. Okay, well, we did 40-some damage. Then, if we hit here, we can maybe get some penetration through there and do another bit. Alright, well, we hit him, but not him. That's fine. We did a reasonable amount of damage this turn. So if then I do bring it down, I go here. That gave us the rest of our points. I can't do the bring it down. That's okay. Alright, Pascal. I'm going to once again just get some vision on you. You have 5 now. Tactical knowledge, once again. All allies gain armor. May as well just keep doing that. And then I am going to drop one of these in here to go after those guys. That was a pretty good chunk of damage. 70, 100 and... what? 20 damage? 122 damage? Come Grand Strategist, King Commanders. For 1 round, allies gain 9%, cannot be overgained. Yeah, sure. We'll drop it in that front one there. And end his turn. We took a little bit of damage, but that's okay. We're doing fine. All right, Heinrichs. Let us go back to your sword and board action here. If I were to put an opening here, and then I were to break through... Can I break through to here? Oh, it won't let me. I could break through to you. No, I can break through to you, right? So can I... See, how does this work? Breakthrough. Gains the slash... Oh, that gives me the slash ability. Which then goes here. So now... I can break through there. Right? Which did something cool. I don't remember what it did, but it did something cool. Then I could actually... I could then do a charge. Maybe to you? Interesting. Okay, well, we're just practicing with our stuff here, so I'm okay with that. That wasn't quite what I had in mind, all told, but I like it. Abner, if I move you to, like, here... No, hold on. We could do an area effect here. I'm going to pop this. Devastating attack. Then I'm going to go... 2. Can I get more than... I can just get those 2. But it killed him. That's what matters. Then I can pop Daring Breach. Oh, hold on. Let me go here first. Get us some more resolve. Then I'm going to endure. Then I'm going to pop this. We're not getting any versatility out of any of this. Oh, we did. We got 5 stacks of versatility somehow. I'm going to do a single attack against you. Now I'm going to do area attack, just to get more versatility. Then I'm going to do a single attack. Then I'm going to step to here. Oh, I didn't even see you there. And we'll end our turn. We'll let Abelard do his job there. He's doing his job there. All right. And now, which health do you have? 54. I'm going to hit you with that. And then I'm going to do an area effect eventually when he finishes his animation.
It will be done.
Big hit. Then I'm going to pop this. Can I finish them both again? We'll give it a go. Maybe we'll get lucky. And then I'll go charge? No, I think it's better just to go single and get 2 attacks on him. Alright, and then we'll hit you. Not too bad. We got our parries off, so they don't do anything. You're going to go after Heinrichs, who also gets his parry off. If I put you... What if... What if I go here? Can I get a shot in there that doesn't hit our people? Looks like. All right, now, oh, look how much I should have done. I've got 97 tactics at the moment. If we do this, inspire, right? So that's going to be 1 damage and 1 additional, so it's going to be 9. So it's going to be additional 10. And then, if the target uses a heroic act, they gain 25 momentum. So if I were to go, I don't know, here,
Am I getting paid for this?
and then she were to use her heroic attack, or... Oh, okay, actually, no, this is cool. I think I took this so that everybody who uses this will use burst.
Wanna see a
And we dodge the bursts. We took a lot of damage to ourselves, but that was cool. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead. Can I get you? I'll get you. Because I think you can put a shot in over here. And then we'll go 4 towards you. No line of sight. 5? Ah, we just blew up a barrel. Oh, well. That's fine. That was fun. Now she gets her ability. I don't, again, have line of sight, I don't think. Oh, I do here. Okay, so now we could hit you.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
All right. He succeeded his willpower. Because one of the nice things about this is if they fail it, they're immobilized, right? Which I like. And then we're going to go 2, and we'll just put a shot in on him. And we hit cover instead. And we got points left, so we could give them to Heinrichs.
If you insist.
We're just chaining these things here. And he is going to aim for the opening.
Let's see to it.
And then... Is there a spot back there? I can't tell if there's a spot for him to get to. We won't risk it. We'll just hit.
But of course, Lord Captain.
And we missed. But then I'm going to do... How many people have that? Everybody? Let's pop that, because we all took some damage. There we go. Look at all that healing we got out of there. Pascal's the only one, and it's because he's down all the way. Alright, Cassia's done. So we did all of that on Jai's turn, I think. Now, he... Let's see, if we pop this...
I won't object to it.
Let's see if we actually have a move.
Naturally.
We do. We have a spot through. I don't think we can do it twice. No, we can't. So then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to... Our psi rating should be pretty significant at this point, right? What's his psi rating now? He's got 10 resolve. Psi rating's up to 5. So if we were to do this, it's going to be our psi rating plus our resolve divided by 4. So it should do reasonable damage. Yeah, look at that. It's saying 67 to 6. Okay, it was reasonable. It wasn't quite enough, but that's okay. I'm gonna pop this again. Now we won't. I don't want to risk screwing that up. All right, who are we on? We are on Abner. If I go to here,
Don't let your guard down.
then I do this,
Make it happen.
then I charge. Should finish him. There we go. That was a good fight. I had a good time with that. We took an injury to Pascal, but that's fine. Creation and Chaos is no more. I hope the Fabricator Sensor did not have time to pass on the secrets of this creature to his associates. And I hope the survivors down the lower levels can hold on until we liberate Kiava Gamma. I saw something happen to you. What happened when you touched the machine? We'll talk about it later. But right now, I must thank you, Abner. Without your help and cooperation, I doubt I would have reached the depths of Kiava Gamma and learned the truth of my agent's dispatches and reports. I would never have ended up here, and I never would have succeeded in hampering the cult's activities. Dare I hope, esteemed interrogator, that your keen interest in this Von Valencius world has been satisfied? Oh, apart from the fact the world is still seized by the archenemy's corruption, its populace is infected with heresy, and the once sacred machines of the Manufactorum have been turned into weapons against humanity? Yeah, quite satisfied, yes. My business on Kiava Gamma is concluded. It is time to return to the mission that brought you to the industrial world. The only thing I'll ask you is an audience when we return to the ship. Okay. There's no loot to pick up. We're doing okay. We have the one injury, but let's do our level ups. Here we go. Sometimes it takes you to weird places. Okay. Ballistic skill, weapon skill. Toughness wouldn't be bad. That would get us up to 60 on that. Strength wouldn't be bad. That would get us up to 60 there, which we need if we want to use heavy weapons, although I don't believe I took it this time. Fellowship wouldn't be terrible, but not super useful. Let's go agility. Does anything build off of agility for you? I don't think it does. Where's willpower here? Expanse, also increase resistance. Okay. I think I can do strength. We've got a lot of options. It will not die would be good, right? Because that's going to get us additional wounds. So for 23, we're going to get another, what? Rounded up, we're going to get another 12 hit points. That could be significant for us. Anything down here we care about? Skill-wise, power armor, grenadier, wounded beast. 5 less damage from fire, toxic effect, and bleeding effects. That's not bad. I mean, we're not going to do a lot of burning because of the boots we have on right now, but we could toss that down. Our psi rating is what it is. Inscribed soul, blade of light. What does that do? That's force weapons. We're not using one right now, so that's not super useful for us. Heroic action decreases the veil degradation by 3, though. That could be useful for us. Whenever we use a damaging... We don't do a lot of damaging psychic powers. More range. Use damaging psychic power while being threatened. Eternal glory. Critical hits. Increase the psyker's chance. Okay. We could do this for you too. I don't know that we need it as much. We don't do as much psychic stuff with you. But I mean, to get an extra 2 or 3 levels, that might not be terrible. Or just critical hit. Let's do that, because we do boost our resolve a lot. So let's boost our critical hit chance. I like that. Yeah, because we do a lot to boost that resolve with the 2 of them both casting Word of the Emperor, right? So I think that's pretty useful. Okay, and now you. Perception power. They think perception would be good because of the assassin abilities. So I would like to get his agility up 1 more to get 1 more slash, but I don't know that it matters. I haven't really seen a lot of... Let's go with perception for now. Let's see how that works. Chain weapon. Did I not take dual weapon with him? Because I want to be able to shoot that extra... Dual weapon. This is what I want. I want to be able to shoot that pistol. No, that was on... I still think I want it on you. It wasn't what I was thinking of. I was thinking of a rogue trader there. Okay, we can't do more toughness. That's a little bit annoying. We could do some more fellowship. Strength wouldn't be bad. Weapon skill wouldn't be bad. I mean, his actual weapon skills for a guy that goes in like that isn't great. Let's go. I don't know. I don't really know what I want to do with him. Let's go strength, I guess. I don't know, but strength we know will help because he does mostly melee. We could do it will not die for him too. That'd be another good one. Dual weapon combat. We use kind of two-handers on him. It's not that big a deal. Ready to serve. Imperial world characters affected by allies' non-damaging ability. Okay, we do a lot of that. Or affects an ally with such an ability. The resolve is increased by fellowship. Oh, okay. So that's going to boost his resolve even more. So we'd get a resolve buff from Word of the Emperor, which is a non-damaging ability, which would get him an additional fellowship, which we could boost up enough to get it over 40 instead of strength, right? So that'd get him an additional 2, but just for the one round. I don't know that he needs it for that. I mean, it's not terrible, but no heresy. All right, so he's going to gain 10% critical chance, 10% armor against Xenos and Demonic. The allies gain half. He's going to lose Lore Xenos and Lore Warp. That's not a negative on us. That's just for us. That's just a flat 10% critical hit chance and 10% armor against Xenos and Demonic. I'm going to do that. Yeah, again, those aren't skills we do with him, so it doesn't matter. I guess we take a look at these. What is? Let's see. Allies gain 30%. That's not too bad. And he gains 15 to cover pen. We don't do a lot of cover penetration with him. He runs in. Okay. Do not sever. Okay, well that'd be nice. We pop that, so all allies, not necessarily him though. It just is all allies. In melee combat, any target, yeah. Allows the Navy officer to use ranged weapons at threatened areas, knock enemies prone and push. Okay. Now I'm gonna go this. I think that's fine. Little situational, but we fight a lot of Xenos and Chaos, so it'll be okay. All right, for you, intelligence, ballistic, perception. Let's stick with intelligence. Let's just keep boosting. Let's keep boosting that. I think that's fine. And bolt, chain, swift movements. Plasma expert wouldn't be bad. More maximum damage. Dual weapon. I don't need that. I don't think. Well, I mean, that's not bad. I mean, maybe if we get hit with one and then pop another shot off with the other. He does use a chain weapon, so we could get him chain bonus, right? That's the Omnissiah axe, I believe, is a chain axe. Fires of the Forge. Burning effects and flame weapons. He doesn't wear heavy. And dodge against any target they hit with a single target attack. So crits from... Bonus to hit chance from a single target attack. Increase the hit chance and dodge by 20. Okay, well that's not terrible. I mean, we're not going to hit things a lot, multiple times, right? Maybe what we should do is we should get him like a logic boost. Right, instead. Basic skill logic, right? So we do this, is get him +7. If we could do, and then if we do advanced logic, right, it gets them an additional 13, but then they get a reroll. Let's do that. Let's get him a basic skill logic, so we don't have to be all straight combat on these abilities. Let's go that. That might get us through some stuff later. And now let's jump into you. And what do we want to do with you? Agility. Agility was probably pretty good for you. Weapon skill. Weapon skill be good too. Let's go weapon skill. No, I'm not really doing any melee with her. It's all ballistic, so I don't think there's a point to that right now. So I'm going to go agility. We'll get her some more dodge. Okay. Chain combat, dueling mastery, las, power weapon, meltoplasma bolter. Heavy weapon. We might do a skill here too. See, we could do tech use for her, right? So that'll get her up to, I don't know, 90. Well, we just got the 5 for... No, that's agility, right? Yeah. So that's not going to help those fellowship skills. Um, that'd get us the extra reroll too. So that's on tech use rather than on logic. Stronger together. Again, I don't want to lose my rolls. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. That's going to get us some extra rolls on that tech use stuff. I think that's fine. It doesn't feel like my strongest option, but, well, I mean, it felt like my strongest option there. We can keep doing fellowship here to get us up to 80. And then, let's see, what do we have? Do we have anything? This is just common talents. Guide to Souls. Starts all turns, including extra turns, with 3 additional movement points. The first ally targeted each turn by the Navigator with a single target ability gains the same amount of additional... Oh, that's not too bad. Because every time we give somebody an additional ability, they don't usually have movement points. They have AP, but they don't have MP. So this is going to get them an additional 3. Let's do that. I actually really like that. I think that's going to be useful for us. Okay. So, we are up and we're moving, and we have finished that. I don't think there's any loot here, but let's wander over here and see if we find anything. See if awareness kicks off like some hidden gear. These all just have like a blue line, you know, just a green line that you know, gives you a headache. But again, just to make sure there's nothing in there awareness-wise. Alright, so part of what we had to do is done. Slow day today. We haven't got too many views today. This might be my worst day so far view-wise. That's fine. I mean, we'd be recording these at home and putting them up regardless. So even if they don't get a lot of traction live, it saves me from having to edit and upload. Let's spin this. Burp. There we go. And I'm going to do a quick F5 because we've done a lot of work since our last save.
I always have a backup plan.
Anything show up here yet? My nose itches.
Attention to detail is the key.
That one's got to be disarmed there. I did discover this the other day.
Rise to the top.
Yeah, let's come over to here.
Left in the dust.
Abner,
Will lead us to
why don't you shoot that?
I'll see to it personally.
Oh, it did do enough. It didn't blow anything up. Can we? Let's go to you. Can we blow it up with that? Blow up cover? I mean, I knew you could blow up cover, right? Because we blew it up in combat. But I didn't think about using it outside of combat, right? To get through stuff. So I wonder if I've missed anything over the time. Come over here, see if our awareness gets anything, then we'll... Alright, so... let's take care of that.
Just as I planned.
What was this? Asking for codes you do not have. Okay. Alright, so that didn't do much for us.
Idira?
Either stop glaring daggers at me, or tell me what the problem is.
I'm waiting to hear the response. The deer's not actually here, so she's not going to respond. Okay, so there's nothing down here. Oh, there are some goods we missed coming across the bridge, though.
My options open.
Let's grab those. We'll just kind of run to the right here and then maybe circle back that way. Just to kind of keep things organized a little bit.
Is there money to be made?
Lore warp 50%. Can we make that one?
Setback.
Nope, doesn't look like we made it. Oh, no, we did. Oh, no, we failed. It is. I saw the green there, but no, it does say we fail. I see a lot of bodies there, so quick save. Oh, and I'm hearing stuff. Crucified body had all its augmetics removed. Judging by the abundance of blood, they were ripped out while the tech priest was still alive.
I always have a backup plan.
Oh. There he is. We saw him earlier, right, when we were mousing around over there? Tech priest tears himself away from reading his data slate and looks up at you. His respiratory augmetic is missing. Instead, the lower half of his face is covered in deathly pale artificial flesh. You take note of the multitude of fresh augmetics attached to his head. They seem to have inserted haphazardly, and pus is seeping from untreated wounds. I heard your footsteps in the void. You are Von Valencius, are you not? Pascal exchanges a series of binary signals with the tech priest before saying menacingly, initiating arrest procedure. This unit is using a fabricated identification code which constitutes a grade 4 transgression. Identify yourself. My name is Demence Hahnemann. I believe it is familiar to you. This statement is false. This unit stands accused of identity theft. I am guilty of many things, but not the transgression you speak of. I have stolen nothing from you, my tech comrade, unlike many others who have indeed robbed you. You are a heretic, are you not? Merely a seeker of knowledge. However, the experiments I've conducted extend far beyond the allowed limits of an ordinary transmechanic tasked with maintaining a planetary Vox array. Ever since I received that strange signal, my ears have been open to what I had previously considered to be forbidden knowledge. Every night since then, I have been turning my Vox station to that frequency and listening to the voices. Am I a heretic? The fabricator censor didn't think so. He conducted inspections, but he did not prohibit my research. Later, when a mysterious visitor revealed the truth to his optics, he came to me once more. I nurtured the scrap code for him in the depths of my mind. It lives there still, eating through my synapses and building new connections that are open to the new knowledge of change. Is freedom heresy? If so, then I am a heretic. The reason for the failure of this unit's operations has been established. You have fallen victim to the cognitive corruption of chaos. Your computing processes have been disrupted. You are defective. Defective? I reveal the truth. I comprehend, just as the Omnissiah commands. Meanwhile, your mind thrashes about within a cage of data vows. So which one of us is defective? I'm going to give you the chance to explain why you're using the name of another. Another? I have the right to bear that name. It is my humble inheritance, which I received from the Archmagos Amarnat. To renounce it is to betray his ideas. The blessed Amarnat taught us that the cycle must be discontinued, and it seems I have become his best student. Now, I aspire to know all, comprehend all, as is the Omnissiah's will. Blasphemy! Should you continue these sacrilegious mentions of the sacred litanies and heretical perversions of the blessed Amarnat's philosophy, you will be destroyed. You wish to sound outrage, but I sense your curiosity. I understand. Knowledge is intoxicating. This craving for new knowledge gnaws on me as well, but be patient. I am deciphering a great mystery, and my name became the start of the key. I analyzed the archives and found it in places where it should not be. Hahnemann, Hahnemann, Hahnemann. I kept seeing this marker upon the traces of a great plot, of the deception created by the Archmagos Amarnat. No sound mind is capable of such twisted cunning, but my mind was no longer sane. It could no longer stay within the narrow confines of the norm. Each new discovery loosened the imperatives of obedience and granted even greater freedom. I avoided the traps of the maimed hunter who seeks to hide the truth, but my words mean little. Do you want me to show you the truth? His pale lips spread in a smile. Uno momento. Back in 1 second. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose real quick. My nose was really giving me issues. I was about to explode with a sneeze, or chose the second option. Let's see. I avoided the traps of the maimed hunter. Who's that then? Do you have any no, we're not heretical. Right, like I said, we'll talk to Xenos, but we're not talking to Chaos. I think we just attack. This conversation is finished. The voices warned me that this moment would come. Alright, Cassia's going to get to go first. I'm wondering about putting her up here where she can just spray and pray with her big ability. Right, I like that. I'm going to go ahead and you got some cover there. Maybe you can fire in some advanced, some area effect after that. Heinrichs is going to be next. Where do I want to put Heinrichs? They're going to get some moves off first, though. Hold on. Let's go ahead and put you out in the middle here, where you're going to draw some hits. So then I'm going to put Heinrichs maybe right there. We'll put Jai back here, and we'll put Abner just right here for now. And we'll see how that goes. Alright, Cassia, I'm kind of thinking, if we go ahead and do front line, and we kind of put it, if we put it up there, they'll take some more damage. Right. We can move it later.
Being ordered around.
And then cover efficiency dodge. We're going to do more critical hit chance for here. You know what? I'm going to just kind of put that. I'll put it here for now. And then this one is cover efficiency, dodge, dodge reduction. We'll put it over there. Okay. That'll work for now. Then what I want to do is, I think, I kind of want to just do this. Lidless stare. Right? We can do a fair amount of... It's not a lot of damage to anybody, although it will blow up a barrel back there. But it will do... It'll almost kill those two guys over there.
If I may.
The two Vox Skulls. And we would like them to go. Now, we probably would have been better off maybe if we just wanted to kill them by going... Oh, and we can. So now we could do this. Oh, I can't... Okay, it only goes straight. I blew up her own cover. What if we do this? Oh, we can do it again. But she's going to take damage. I forgot. We can... Because of her... Oh, I thought that was only with the staff.
Isn't this a job for the first time?
I don't care. We're going to kill those. Then I'm going to go ahead and hit you with this. Because I think they're going to come around there first. We used all her abilities. This will be interesting. They're dead. So Pascal could do something different now. I'm going to start with this. Can I see you? I can't see you. So let's go ahead, buff you and do a little bit of damage on you with that. Then I'll go ahead and hit you with this. Then... Do we just put a shot in on him? Let's just try to get some damage on him. Okay, good enough. And then, because we have it, I'll go ahead and pop that. Get us a little bit of ability for recoil. And do I leave those on him? It looks like they've already fallen off. Okay. Oh, he went that way. I didn't expect that. Okay, well, we might lose Pascal again here. 'Cause do I have a good way to get around there? I go this way. But I think we'll leave that for Abelard. I think we'll leave that for Abelard. So what if I go to, like, say, here? Then I do this, and we get us all some resolves. Right, and then I get myself an opening. Oh, I've already got one. What was that ability that we gave him? Features. Is it under talents? I thought we had... thought we had something. Yeah, well, that gives us that. I was thinking we had something about hitting an opening. Maybe that was in the other party. That must be in the other party. That's okay. And then I'm just going to charge in.
Let's see to it.
And then... how much would that do? Not a lot right now. So let's hold off on that. Let's go ahead and pop this, get ourselves some defense. And then maybe just shoot you with this. It's not much. But it's something. And it missed. So in this case, it wasn't something. Oh, interesting. Oh, he used a dash, so we didn't get the attack of opportunity. All right. We are on Jai. What would you like to do, Jai? If we put you to, like, here, you could do some burst shots right down there. And for that matter, I could put you, like, right here. We're up to 24 tactical. I'm going to go ahead and use them. It's not huge, but it's something. And we just go right down there. And then we go 5. Maybe we'll go this way and try to put most of them into him. Alright, he's got a fair amount of toxic on him now, right? There's the high... Okay, so now he's got 9 toxic damage at the start. And he's going to suffer bleeding. Okay, we're getting something off on him. Okay, and then... I'll go ahead and, I don't know, we'll put this on Abelard. I can't put it on Abelard? We'll put it on you then.
Enemy, and it is done.
And I think that's your turn. All right. Now, Abner, you can come around here. Maybe Abner helps with that one? Because I can get him in on a charge. Pretty easily, it looks like. So if I come to here... And then maybe we do...
Who if not me?
that. And then we charge in.
Consider this a taste of what's to come.
Okay, I'm kind of split here. So we can do some more of this, which is nice. Or we could do an area effect attack this way. Right, which is going to hit him and knock down his... What is his... He's got 4 deflection. So I think we're better off... Yeah, I think we're better off doing this and hit him with an area effect. Right?
I won't stand for it.
Right, so now... Did that lower his deflection? Yeah, now his deflection's down to 2. Perfect. Oh wait, Abelard. I'm kind of thinking I run you up to here. And then we charge you... to there.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Why did the hit not go off? Okay, well that's weird. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pop this.
At your beck and call.
I'm going to pop this.
Victory is imminent.
Jai, I think we're going to let you keep that. I'm going to let you keep yours too for the moment. Alright, and then what I'm thinking I'm going to do here, I'm going to pop this, then we're going to go with this. And if I go... Why can I not do my attacks? I'm so confused. We've got AP. Every once in a while I see this bug where I just can't attack. Like, I have AP, but it doesn't actually show me my AP. Okay, well, you know what we're going to do? If we're going to hit that, I'm just going to pop this. And I'll use this as well, because that'll give us a defense against you. And I guess we're just going to live with it. It's a real pain in the ass. And if I move you to, like, say, here...
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
And then... I could do that right down the middle.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
And then we'll put a shot in here.
A navigator, not a servitor.
Could we then... Can we get you with that? Let's see if it'll give you some attacks back. Nope, still won't.
will do my duty. It will be done.
We'll just stack up on defense then.
At your beck and call.
All right. Pascal, do you think you can get out of this? I'm going to give it a try. Ooh, that was a big hit. But now we can do this. Right? And now we can do this. And I'm just going to hit you with a plasma. And you're going to go after him, and you're going to run and then shoot back, but we've got all our defense up as we could get. And so we take no damage from the Melta. There we go. Now, Heinrichs, you are going to start with this.
I won't object to it.
Yeah, let's get your, what is your resolve up to now? Does it tell us? Movement points. Weapons, Word of the Emperor. What if we hit C? Resolve is up to 12. And that's up to 3. Okay. So, if we wanted to maybe put that there.
But of course, Lord Captain.
That's not quite where I wanted that to go. What if I go here?
Everyone, step aside.
Then I do a charge to an opening that I've created. Right? And then just a regular attack. That'll do 7 to 11. That'll do 20 to 24. Alright, he did another dash that ends up here, weirdly enough. Okay, that's fine. Ja, what would you like to do, my dear? I'm going to put you right here.
This battlefield air is good
I'm up to 43 now, so I'm going to pop that.
I've got a prize.
I'm going to shoot you with that.
Somewhere?
And then I'm going to go and I'm going to shoot you with a little toxic needle. And then I'm going to give you an additional chance to do something.
With the right incentive.
And you can... Oh, you don't have movement points, though. But what I could do is I could pop this. Then I could pop this.
Let's see to it.
And then we'll go with this. That'll give me my movement points back.
The Emperor is on our side. But of course, Lord Captain.
You know what I could do? If we switch to this, how much is that going to do? Oh, I don't have something to target on that's in the right spot. But it would do a lot of damage. Can I do it this direction? Because our psych rating and our whatever's up. How about this? Now, what will that one do? Enough.
Your reckoning is due.
Oh, wait. And then if I were to go to, like, right here. And then we were to go here. Could I do it there? Again, I don't have the spot that it will let me target. Oh, well. Let's go back to this then. Can I charge you from here?
Not sanctioned to do this.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a heal on Pascal then.
See to it.
And I think Jai is more or less done. We'll put that on you to get you a little bit more. All right, Abner, what would you like to do here, my son? How about finish this guy? He's got like nothing left. Here, let's pop that just because we can. Pascal stands motionless as he stares at the heretic's corpse. After a long silence, he says in a hollow voice, "I'm taking his neural cogitator. The data contained within must be analyzed to supplement the catechism of maintenance and operation." I guess we'll just say do whatever you deem necessary. Alright, he leans to the quartz, activates the sampling tool on one of his mechadendrites, and plunges it into a sample of augmentics covering the heretic's skull. What was I looking for? Oops, sorry about that. What did we get? We got a plasma gun. A good one. And... okay, bonus to logic. Okay, let's go... You need a better plasma, right? Is that better than yours? Hold on, let's find out. Is this it? Yeah. Yes, it is. It's just flat better. Let's toss that in there. Okay. You could use that ring, too. That's a bonus to logic, right? Where do we find that? Yeah, let's toss that in there. What does that do? You don't use Revel and Slaughter, so that doesn't help. Alright, so just an extra plus 10 to bonus to our logic, so we're doing pretty good there. Anything else? Lore Warp. Quick check on it.
My pleasure.
Made that one. Let's cruise this way. I said we'd collect back that we'd clear this way and then we'd loop back. So let's. What do we got here? Melee attacks made against the enemies under the effect of exposed weakness. Okay, that's fine. I guess actually. Well, hold on. Let's. Can we? He's got gloves on, right? Oh, it's for grenades. Yeah, that's not going to help us much. I think we're okay with that. Is there a better set of gloves for us? 10 strength, bonus to tech use, tax of opportunity, tech use maybe. 3 is not going to help us. 10 strength might be useful. At least it gives us some more damage if we do weapon attacks. Nah, I guess this is fine. Alright, what do we got? Does that just take us up to our normal spot? Yeah. Okay, I don't think we need to go up there. I think that's just another path. I don't know. Oh. What's this? Curved parts appear foreign compared to the orderly geometry of the manufactorum. Many holes and fasteners indicate each component served as a single part of some wicked design.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Tech use?
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Alright, refuse bits, okay. Move obstacle and release a car brake. Well, it seems like that's what we're supposed to do. So let's go ahead and move that.
I always get the job done.
Now, let's go over here and release the car brake. Brr, 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 brr. Okay. I think I know what had happened. I think that pushes this here where we can get to it from up here.
Keep your wits about you.
I think that's what we were supposed to have. I think that's the puzzle, so to speak. Yep, and we got a wheel, which I'm sure we'll need for something. Is that door open?
I always keep my options open.
No. This one has goods. More goods. Does it look like there's anything down here? Let's check down here real quick just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh. Gave me an autosave. That's interesting. All right, I don't see anything down here. Okay, so we've got a door right here. Let's check that out. We'll see what's going on there.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Okay, let's do this first.
Operation.
Okay, just goods. All right, so what do we got over here? Cogitator looks dead. Only single lit lumen shows there's life within. So we're gonna use our elect 2. Remember when we found out that there were some secret data stashes that Theodora had, and the Cogitator on our ship gave us a little electric tattoo thingy-mabobber and elect 2 to get us in. So we hear distinct clips. The Cogitator goes quiet. It gives us a melta charge, which apparently I go, yes, this is the wall I need to blow up. Seems a little interesting. Seems like we could have just had a latch and opened the door, but okay, we'll blow it up.
Really a thing.
Alright, pneumatic actuators have obviously failed. But we've got a wheel now. Somewhere down here. Right here that we can drag on. So that's that bit of the puzzle. F5 just in case.
Over there.
On Messiah.
Alright, let's go. Let's just walk through it.
Take risks. Let us not dawdle.
Thick layer of dust. Very few. Despite that, you can see the faint footprints that are left by whoever came out here last. So we are, I assume, following those footprints.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Device bears an odd resemblance to both a cogitator and a furnace. Reacts to your presence with the faint blink of its light. Something, 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 something. And an inscrutable binary symbol. Alright, towering furnace wreathed in scarlet light fills you with awe. As you approach, the heavy thrum of ancient servo motors erupts from the machine's depths, along with the crackling binaric tones. The dust-covered keys are illuminated by faint pale glow. Well, let's input the code to disable the traps. Short binaric single that evokes the mechanical rustling of unseen switches. Okay, well, that worked. Then we're going to get the data, long drawn out tune, and okay, well, we're not as disabled as we thought, but it says we can click. Huh. Oh, we have to click it again. Okay. Rumbling builds up in the bowels of the furnace, growing stronger apace. The rumble is echoed by screeching of metal gears. Slowly, almost hesitantly, the creation of the Adeptus Mechanicus disgorges database engraved coat of arms of House von Valencius. We got a data bank of Kiava Gamma. So if we go to I, let's go ahead and go newest. And we'll read the data bank. Data it contains has been securely encrypted. Alright, well, we probably should bring it back to the ship then. And run it through our... and we got toxic, as did people who aren't in the room. Alright. Alright, F5. Anyway, we'll take it back and run it through the cogitator on the ship. Oh.
Always have a backup plan.
Okay. Alright. This is why we want to have better deflection, my friends. Chaos Marines. I wonder at what point we find our own, because I know we get a Space Marine in our party at some point, but I've not played far enough in. I don't know what even act he shows up in. Chaos Space Marine towers over the tech priest's bowed head, like a dark cliff. He reciting sermons slowly, almost chanting. Listen, for my words reveal to you a path from the darkness into the primordial truth, which has thrown open its gates and wayward souls seeking deliverance from the shroud of lies and torments of enslavement. Your minds have shed the bonds of dogma that has guided you to the abyss, except now the hope granted to you by the greatest of the word bearers. Oh, okay, word bearers, great. I knew our meeting on Rakad Minoris wouldn't be the last, but to run into this anathema here. Kiava Gamma did not merely succumb to heresy, Abner. Your world is in the clutches of the greatest evil known to the Imperium. The new sphere signature of the defective units has been archived. In accordance with the sacred commandments, I will tolerate no heresy, and hereby sentence you to categorical disposal without redemption. So we have dogmatic follower, so we could interrupt the sermon. Let's do that with a peon to the God Emperor. Abner gained a prayer against effect for permanent. It just gives us an extra action point. That's pretty cool. The words of the righteous hymn cut through the torrent of the heretics and pious proclamations. You feel as if the light of the Emperor himself touches your heart, warming it with grace and protecting it against the megalithic corruption. Chaos Space Marine roars in fury as the tech priest turn and charge you as if on cue.
I'll make an example out of you.
All right, start the battle. Where do we want to go? Where are we? That would be a first good guess. All right, Abner, I'm going to put you. How about right here? Abelard, I'm going to put you right there. Heinrichs, I'm going to put you right here. All our kind of melee guys, we're going to go there. You, I'll go here. You. What if I were to step out and just shoot down? She gets to go soon. I'm going to put her here. This is going to be risky. I understand. And we'll put you. And then we'll put you here. Is that how I want to do that? Sure. All right, Cassia. I'm just going to step you out to like right here. She may not be standing at the end of this fight. And then I'm going to go ahead. Let's make sure some people take some damage. Front line.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Back line. Cover efficiency, dodge reduction. I'm going to give that to them.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
And rear. More critical hit chance?
I'm afraid not.
Oh, it overlaps. Like that, maybe?
Dare ask, if I may?
That's going to have to be moved. That's not doing crap for us. All right, so this is... So if we go here, we can just take that shot down there.
Me? You insist, Lord Captain.
All right, now that one's not going to count for anything, I don't believe. My light just went off. How does my camera look? Does it still look okay? Oops. It's a little bit dark. Let's swap it. Just the lighting is so weird where in the spot I'm at right now that I end up having to turn this up a little bit to get anything useful out of it. And it just drains the battery a lot faster than what I would like. And so we end up with... oops. So yeah, let's not flash the camera with it. Whoops. Oh. And this light doesn't want to work at all. Oh, I didn't get it in all the way. That's why. Hold on. There we go. Let's get our light set up. Anyway, so the light doesn't last quite as long as I'd like it to. Essentially is the moral of the story. I'm sorry, I just hit the mic. I hope that wasn't too bad. All right, let's go back to YouTube in the backdrop. And this here. And what next? So willpower resistance test or they're immobilized. So we could maybe go with you, potentially to keep you from charging in on me.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
And then I'm going to go ahead and maybe... I can't see Abelard there. Can I give him this? No, I screwed up. If I go with you...
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Oh, that doesn't give me enough points to do this next. Okay, well that was... Mistakes were made, but that's okay. Alright, now if we go in here, and maybe I go ahead and just take a look at you.
Prognosis is favorable.
25% is all? 50? Huh, I wonder if they're... Oh, well... Let's just drop that in between there then, right? Yeah. That seems to have worked. And then I'm going to drop this on you in case you decide to go after Cassia. And I think that's good. All right, you've gone that way. Good.
My ears are ringing.
Yeah, you went after Cassia. I kind of expected that. I think she gets some health back automatically from a navigator power, so maybe she'll be okay. We're going to find out here in a minute. Now, that's, like I said, I knew there was a good chance she wasn't going to be standing at the end of this fight. I just thought it was too good of an opportunity potentially to take. Jai, let us... You know what we're going to do, Jai? What we're going to do is we're going to put you right here.
I know what I'm doing, usually.
Right? And then I'm going to go ahead and pop this because I need it. And then we're going to go 2, and we're going to take some shots this way.
You've got a problem. Fight fair.
Then we're going to go 5, and we're going to put some more shots out. Alright, we didn't get a lot out of that one, but we did get something. One guy went down, and then I'm going to go ahead and strong point you to get you some additional temporary wounds.
Incentive.
I'm going to assume he's going... Let's see, where's he going? Never mind.
I can't die.
Injury is not an excuse to shirk one's duty.
Yeah, that one was kind of a big one. Let's be fair. All right, but now you, Abner. Well, I want to get on with that, but let's do an area effect here. Knock down their deflection if they had any, right? And then I should have done this first. I should have done a lot of things first. Mistakes were made.
It's as good as done.
Then I'm going to go ahead and shield the Emperor to get us some deflection. And then I'm going to endure. And that'll have to be how that turn goes. Didn't get quite as much as I'd like to get done, but that's okay. Abner, on the other hand, what if we hit you with this, and we go here,
Indeed.
and then
It will
I'm going to pop that, I'm going to pop that,
back and call.
and we'll go with this.
It will be done.
Heinrichs could do something if he wanted. What if I move him to here?
Get me a target.
Ooh, there's a trap there. Alright, Heinrichs, what would you like to do for your turn? Let's start with this. If we were to pop this, potentially can do a lot of damage. Or, we can't see that dude, huh? Only hit him. So, the area effect has to be seen by both. Let's pop that.
I'm done with this one.
Okay, that was effective. Flip back to here. Right, and then maybe do a charge to you. I'm trying to free him up to get him on there for now.
For the throne's glory.
Okay, and he got a parry. Alright. Pascal, I think I'm going to continue to do that to you. And we're going to put some of those on you. So now I could potentially do this. So we're going to move one exploit from everyone in a 5-cell radius around the point within 10 cells of the operative. Can I get that one? All allies gain armor. 4 more removed from the operative gets damage. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Just to get us some more armor. He's got a weapon with recoil, so we could... Let me drop that there. It's going to be the rest of my turn, so it's very much a support turn this time. That's going to help her with recoil and hurt him with recoil.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Good dodge. She does have good dodge, so... A lot of dodge. More dodge. Alright, and you're next. Alright, we've now got 29, so I'm going to go ahead and pop this.
Getting paid for this
And we're going to go 2. Can we actually get the shot towards him? If one of these guys goes down,
somewhere.
like that, right, we'll get some toxic on him. And I'm going to reload. And in my turn there. Cursed armor. Almost killed his own guy for us. That would have been nice. Abner. Alright, let us... I don't really need the charge because it's not an area attack. Alright, I'm going to pop this again. Let's continue to get us a lot of resolve. I'm going to just walk up now.
I don't need luck.
I'm going to do an area effect shot to get... Let's see. If I do this, that's going to give him -1. If I do this, it's going to get him 2. This would also get him 2. Let's do this. In theory, this might actually get us 3. 1 for the weapon, and then 2 for using an area effect. Applied melting. What is his deflection's at 3 now? Okay. So now if I just hit him with one of these.
I'll make it up.
I was just going for versatility here. So we've got 5 stacks of versatility so far. Abelard, why don't you finish this guy off, hopefully? Let's do this.
Indeed. I will do my duty.
Yeah, I'm going to pop this.
Matter the cost.
We're going to hit you.
Victory is imminent.
Okay, we're not going to hit you.
Your beck and call.
90%, but we didn't get it. And then I'm going to step to here.
My place is at the fore.
And then we're going to finish you. Eventually. Right? And then I'm going to slide into here
Indeed.
so that he can continue to use area effects.
An exemplary strike.
Alright. Now, you have nobody here to go after. What if... Let's do this first. What if we now switch to this? How much damage is it going to do now? 42 to 130. I'll take it. Not too bad. I guess we can continue to build that. I probably should have. And then, what if I just give you Iron Arm to Abner? Round 3. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's keep this going. Keep his damage down. Get some points on him. Then maybe take him off. And then maybe just shoot him. We missed. That's okay. Too far away. Too far away. What if I just move you to, like, here? No, let's go to here.
Watch my back.
Then, let's go to here. Let's take one shot at you to hopefully finish you.
With the right
Okay, or not.
Don't get too cocky.
Then, we should be able to take a shot in there. How many? I've got 62.
You've got a prize.
Jeez, let's pop that.
Got a prize.
That was a fair amount. Pretty happy with that. And then what we're going to do is, we're going to go here.
I can do that with the right incentive.
And then I'm going to pop this. I'm going to put it on Abner.
All the cards.
And Abner's going to hit him with this. Get some more versatility. And take away 2 more of his... No, it didn't take away his deflection. Interesting. It should have, I thought. Let's try it again.
I'll see to it.
Never mind. We just killed him. Is that it? No, you're still alive. 3.
Who, if not me? You never stood a chance.
Okay. Let us disarm this first before we accidentally step on it. We did okay. We've got a lot of toxin running around through us. Let's see what the Chaos Marine has. A cloak. All bonuses from the wearer's combat tactics areas are increased by 5% for 1 round if the wearer uses a stratagem different from one used before, or if none were used before it. I don't think we're going to use that. That's kind of weak. Yeah, we don't need any of that. I guess this? I think that's the only thing left on this level. So far, we've been down there. Yeah, we've done all that. Let's do a quick F5. We've got 2 people with injuries now.
Is there money to be made?
Shorty's barking at somebody.
Look, over there.
Not sure who.
Just as I planned.
Pay attention.
Get that.
I always get the job done.
I'm going to do another F5. We just made it through the traps. How we doing? This could be bad. Alright, so I just did this fight, like I said, last night with my other party, who's heretical, and it gave us some completely different options that we're going to be able to take advantage of this time. I won't ruin them for you. I haven't really been loving my heretical save, but this was a fight that it was impactful and meaningful and fun. So I will say that this is one of the fights that heretical pays for itself, so to speak. Obviously, we can do this a lot different this time, but remember, we had trouble with him the first time, right, when we did it. So my other party is a couple levels higher. They hit this as kind of one of the last colony planets. I've already done a lot more work before I found this planet. So this fight's going to be more difficult for us, both because we're not heretical. I think that's going to make it more difficult. We'll find out. But also just because we're a few levels lower. All right, upon noticing you, Cubus Delphum straightens. You hear the clanging and groaning of metal as the pistons and bearings of the fabricator sensor's augmented body have fused together. Repellent scraps in speech as punctuate his speech. The probability of navigating your way, of reaching the inner line, was negligible. The primordial truth guards me in my work. Then why is it this variable is yet to be eliminated? Actually, we didn't really have too much trouble getting here, so you didn't do your odds very well. Your minions are dead. Your host will likewise fail to stop me. Your masters turn their back on you. You already cut down the brute of the preacher who brainwashed you and your underlings. I'll venture a guess, because I'm the illustrious rogue trader, conquer the Cronus Expanse, and you are a talking piece of refuse. Because the schemes of the ruinous powers are powerless against the servants of the God Emperor, who are guided by his light. Let's go that. A gross misconception common among primitive mimes. Your existence is but a statistical error that will soon be corrected. Save yourself. Why are you doing that? You know what? We're just going to attack. Your humming irritates me. Straightens his back and shoulders. You hear a mounting hum as if from powerful turbines, followed by heavy footsteps and the grinding of metal against metal. Yay. 2 of them. I'd kind of hope that attacking would, he does kill a couple guys on his way through, right away would stop this from happening, because on my other save, I talked through it. And at some point it says, I think you're stalling, and then he pops up. So I was kind of hoping if we just jumped into it, we would avoid this one. It didn't happen. Witness the weapon designed to carry the glory of the true gods into the darkness of the Cronus Expanse. My shepherd has sent me one of his iron angels, so its very presence may instill faith and awe in the hearts of his flock, accept the greatness of the primordial truth, united with the might of the new Kiava Gamma. So these were the parts we were seeing, right? We were seeing these chunks roll off the assembly line, so this is what they're making. Alright, so attack for the Imperium for the God Emperor. Accept the new sacrifice, sacred truth. Alright, let's see how this is going to go. I think it's going to be difficult. Cassia, you're going to go first again. Where do I want to put you? I might run you over. Which side? Do we want to start this way and work our way that way? Would we like to just take shots down there? If I put you like right here, I suppose we could do a open the eye to, we'll see what happens. Alright, I'm going to put you here. I'm going to put you here. I'm going to put you... Where am I going to put you? Here, I guess? Whoops, Abner. Where was I going to put Abner? Oh, you go here. Cassia, you need to go back over here where I put you the first time. That's where I want you. Now you go here. All right. All right, Cassia, what would you like to do? We could start with this. It's something. It's not huge. 9 to 12. If we go this, 11 to 26, they're out of range. It's not too bad. If we go just with this, 9 to 22. So that looks like my best bet for those.
If you insist.
We'll use our free attack. We'll get some damage. Now I think we go ahead. Oh, it's not going to let me shoot again. Oh, because that was my attack. Never mind. Then if we put this up here, maybe those guys will all shoot at each other.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Okay, that helped. And then I'm going to go ahead
If I may.
and give him some additional armor points, whatever there, right? Oh, I forgot to do my spots. Oh, we can do it right here. All right, front line. I'm going to go ahead and put that right here for now. Put it right there. Now we'll just put it right here because we're going to end up fighting here, at least initially. So let me put that there. This is going to be cover efficiency, dodge reduction. I'm going to go rear right here for now. Get us some more stuff. And at least for the moment, I'm going to put this here. They'll get them some more dodge and some stuff till they hopefully get their turn. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put that on you. That's probably a mistake. Yeah, we'll have to put it on the other guy. He doesn't have the flesh issue that others have. And then I'm going to go here. And I don't know. If we put a shot there, we could potentially kill you. And took out his cover. And then I'm going to take off my exploit points here so that other people have some better shots to get him. Right? Because that's going to decrease dodge, parry, and armor by 10 plus 5 times 5. So that's 25, 35 until the operative's next turn. Okay. That's not too bad. Heinrichs, where would you like to go, my son? Let's start with this. Let's get ourselves some...
But of course, Lord Captain.
Let's get ourselves some more resolve. Now, we could charge it and do some work there. I think I'd just as soon... I can potentially kill you. Or not. 1 to 45, 1 to 49. I can't see back there. Let's take a chance to see if we can kill you. 18. Okay. Wasn't quite enough. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, well, we could get to you. Let's get over here. This is interesting. I'm not sure this is the right choice, but let's see if we can finish some people off. We're going to spread some things out. Oh, I don't have enough space left now. I'm going to pop that, and we'll end our turn in combat with him. Nothing else, maybe this guy gets shot by other people trying to shoot me. Our cover disappeared. All right, Jai, what would you like to do? If we set you, like, right here.
Living on the edge.
We've got 25. I'm going to pop these points.
And it is done.
And then I'm going to just shoot this direction.
Get too cocky. I want a medal for
And then we'll get some toxic out on these guys.
them. I've got a prize.
So not a lot of damage, but we did get some toxic on him. I'm going to go ahead and get Abner with that. And I think your turn is done. All right, Abelard, where would you like to go? If I put you like right here. But if I go here, Then I charge in like that. I like that. We got him about halfway down. Then I'm just going to do a regular hit on him. And then I'm going to pop this. Probably should have done everything, and then we'll pop this. Abner, you could move in here this turn. I don't think we need to do that quite yet. I think we'll keep you in cover for now. Alright. Abelard's job is just to tank that guy the whole time. Alright, we took a little bit of damage there, but not much. You're going to run away and take a hit, and come back in. And shoot your own guy a few times. I'm happy with that. Abner, let us step to here.
Taking calculated risk is my
We're going to pop this. Can I get into you? Yeah, get us both. Okay. Now, let us take a look. What is your deflection? Deflection's 6 right now. So in theory, an area attack should lower that. And in fact, it did. I'm now going to get us some deflection. Be a 1. It's not going to be a lot at this point. I mean, it is something. Now, let's pop this.
on it.
And then we'll put this on you, because that'll get me some armor against you, and we might get some AP out of it. Alright, we've almost got the first Forge Fiend done. Cover went away again. What if we can't quite get you? It's not going to do much damage there. You don't have much left. What if we step to here? I still can't see. What if we step to here? Then we do this. This. Didn't quite finish him. That's annoying. But once again, we'll drop that there, see if they maybe shoot each other.
Around.
Looks like they made their saves. And then I'm going to hit you with that.
Me. If you insist.
And we have enough points. Can we get to here? You might be able to kill that this turn.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I'll see to it.
Yep. And even better, look, we've popped our abilities. So I'm going to go ahead. We've got 2 attacks left. I'm going to do this again.
It's as good as done.
Then I'm going to pop this. Now I'm going to pop this.
That's your lot.
And I'm going to go to here. And what type of armor do you have? You've got deflection of 6 as well, but we're going to take away that.
The best defense is a good offense.
So now it's 4. Can I hit you again with another one and take out 2 more? What happened the same time? It did not. Okay.
I'll make it happen.
So it looks like once per turn. But we got some damage on him. We took some deflection off of him. Not too bad. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to move the front line to here.
I'm a navigator, not a servitor.
And in my turn. All right. Now you, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hit you with this. Now this should do... Oh, too far away. And then can I do this? Yeah. That should do some damage to him. Yeah, not a lot, but it cuts down on the damage he's going to do as well. And then if we go 4 and we take a shot... No, there's 2 of you guys over here. I'm going to put some points on you. And then I'm going to take them off. There we go. Alright, Heinrichs, if I slide you to, like, say here...
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
This potentially does 158 damage. Let's actually boost that a little bit more.
Let's see to it.
Now, it could potentially do 171 damage.
I won't object to you.
We did 58. That's okay. And then I'm going to... If I switch weapons, can I switch weapons? It's not really going to matter, is it? I pop this.
See to it.
Then we did something. And then I'm going to get out of the way. At least I'm going to try to. Yeah, we get the dodge. We're fine. What's he going to do? He's going to cleave and miss. We got another guy back there. Again, I'm really only worried about the big guys at this point. But if we were to go to, say, right here... No. What if I go here?
This battlefield air is good.
Then I go to here. Then I go straight down the middle here. And we miss with everything. Oh my god. We had a 70% chance. And we missed with all 7. Jeez. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead.
I'd like to, but I can't.
I can't do that. Alright. Can we get you with this, Abner?
Don't get too cocky.
And then Abner's going to do one more here. Which his deflection is still down to 4. So it doesn't look like it goes down any lower than that. And I'll pop that.
Personally.
Alright, and then I'm going to give you your whole turn. No, I won't. It's not going to let me. It will let me give Abelard a turn. Why can I not give it to you? Oh, because I wasn't clicking the button.
Wanna see it?
That's why. There we go. Alright, one more time. Let's get ourselves some more... Now we're gonna... Do I have that going already? No, it went away because it was a new round. And then I'm gonna go 2.
Who if not me?
Consider this a taste of what's
Deflection still hasn't gone down. So it looks like we just get the one.
the best defense is a good offense.
Just about finished him off.
Pain won't stop me.
We're gonna reload.
And it's done.
Abelard, you are gonna do a quick charge.
It will be done. Reduced to dust.
Then you're gonna switch to this. And... No. Is that what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pop that. I'm gonna pop that.
You're back and call.
We'll go defense. We're not going to kill this guy this turn anyway. It's just a matter of taking as little damage as possible. We got another level, by the way. Get a lot of levels on this mission. All right. Charge? No. You know what we're going to do? We're going to once again pop this.
It's as good as done.
Then I'm going to step up.
I am ready for whatever comes.
You've got 4 deflection. We're going to get rid of 2 of that. Yeah, we did. If I do this, then I can hit you with this.
Get up.
Blinding effect applied. Good. You're going to run that way.
Too bad I never leave that on.
You did better with your burst fire than we did. Cassia, I'm going to step you to here.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
And I'm just going to try to finish you. One of you. You haven't moved yet this turn. So let's see maybe about getting you a turn. And then here. And then here.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
And then 84.
Am I getting paid for this?
7% chance. Do we want that? Let's go here.
Remember the name. Don't get too cocky.
Get some more bursted on him. Then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to do... So you haven't gone this turn, so let's see if we can finish you off. And 3. And I don't know, how about you? Alright, and then Cassia, what would you like to do? How about we give you... Abner gets another turn.
I'll paint your death in colors.
And... 1 friendly creature. Oh, he's got it. I can pass it on to somebody else if I don't want it. That's right. I'm going to pop this again.
See to it personally.
I'm going to pop this again.
It's as good as done.
What is our resolve up to now? 20. 20 for him. All right. And I'm just going to hit you.
It was inevitable.
And then I'm going to move to here.
Don't let your guard down.
And I'm going to hit you. And then just because we can, we'll hit you with that.
Other enemy down.
Get ourselves some more versatility. And then a shot. We're too far away. Alright, and then Cassia's turn is done. It's a good turn, Cassia. And then let's go ahead and... What if we just put a shot in on you? 12% chances all? Really? Cover, maybe? Let's hit you with this. Let's hit you with this. That'll finish you. Yeah. Then we can put a shot this way. And we missed. Oh, that's okay. Heinrichs. Let's run you here and see how much damage. One of more of these. Now, when we go to our staff, it should just be absolutely insane. And it is. It could potentially do 168 damage. Yep. There we go. Wow, that fight went actually better than I thought it was going to, if I'm honest. I don't need the Mars Pattern Lasgun, so we'll go ahead and put those in cover. We do have a new Omnissiah axe. I guess it's just better. We'll find out. And Deadeye shot. Reduces... Okay, so more deflection on a Deadeye shot. Good. So let's start with you. Because we can get you that new weapon. I guess we could compare it, huh? Weapons. There. So yeah, this one is just significantly more damage. Yeah, a lot more damage. Otherwise, it looks like the same. It does a little bit better armor penetration, too. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put that to cargo. And then we've got this. I may as well put that here. 20 tech use. Takes up to 130 for him. Not too bad. Anything else we need to grab on these dudes? These guys have some stuff. Let's go ahead and we'll just throw it in cargo. One more. And then another level. Alright, what do we got this time? Exploit weakness. Targets have their armor reduced by effects applied by the... Okay, so, yeah, so if we do the weakness, we're going to do 10% more damage. They have their... When attacks targets have their deflection reduced. Okay, so we are going to reduce deflection, and we are going to reduce armor. That's not too bad. Entering combat. Yeah, that gets us some bonuses. Critical versatility. For every stack of versatility, we get more 3% more. Okay. Do we have any psychic stuff that we want? Blade of Light. That's only for force weapons, not power weapons. That's not too bad. Use the damage. We don't do a lot of damaging stuff with him. Increases his critical damage by 1%. Let's do that. That increases his psi rating every turn. I like that. I don't know how useful it is, but it makes sense to me. All right, and you already have that one, I think. Whenever an effect applied by the Psyker increases the damage suffered by a target. Okay. 5 toughness. That's not bad, right? So, because we do that ability a lot, right? So if that's going to get us 5, I mean, it's just a straight 5 for everybody. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, what do you've got? Obviously no psychic stuff. Taunting opportunity. With attack of opportunity. No, I mean, we do get a fair number of those because we close with everybody with him, and then they run away to try to get their attack off. So that's not terrible. They suffer a penalty to dodge against all attacks except the vanguards, and it's more if they're considered a priority target. Critical hits deal less damage to him. He gets 5 plus his toughness, which is 7, so 12, to parry and armor. Yeah, let's do that. He has temporary wounds most of the time. Yeah, let's do that. Hold on, what was the counterattack stance? Defensive stance now has a -10 instead of a -20. Oh, that could be better, and it does more... It's more offensive. Let's just do this. It's more defensive. That's his goal. Point of interest. All combat tactic bonuses are increased. If it wasn't moved. Using a stratagem. I don't do a lot of stratagems in the contact areas. Maybe I need to do more. That's gonna, I mean, that's going to get it. If we use it, +6 deflection against melee, but only the next one. So it's like one time. There are more enemies than allies in the frontline area. All allies gain 3 plus his intelligence bonus, which is 6, and his fellowship bonus, which isn't. That's 2. Divided by 2, so 4. So we get an additional. Like 7% to parry and dodge. And if there's more... Let's do that. I like that. I mean, we do that quite a bit. It just gives us some passive bonuses. Nerves of Steel. Whenever they gain momentum, they gain more. We gain a lot of momentum. Hide cover when they shoot at her. Were we going to do an advanced skill with her? Is that what our plan was? Press the advantage, ignores cover, and dodge. Is that this one? I do that a lot. I kind of like that. Yeah, let's do that. Because I use that a lot. If we can just make it better, I like that. Alright, do we have anything here we could do with you? Allies, we don't... Perception is higher than their agility. Their dodge is calculated with perception. Again, what's my perception? 45. I mean, it is better, but it's not huge. Resistance tests. Whenever a creature in combat gains an X, navigator gains. Oh, well, we give people extra turn all the time. I mean, if that's just going to get her 5 willpower, that's not too bad. For every 5 bonus character. Oh, well, and that's good too, right? Because our staff, whatever it is, for every 5 bonus characteristic. I think we've looked at this one before. But I kind of like this Mastery of Time. I mean, it just gives us more willpower every time. I don't know how much our willpower helps us, if I'm honest. But let's go for that. Because we give people extra turns a lot. Which act more than once during a single round. Yeah, grants by special abilities to certain archetypes such as office. Yeah, let's go with that. Because we do that a lot. So again, if we can just get some special bonuses off of it, I think that's the way to go. And I think we're done here. I think we've cleared it. I think we have our colony back. I'm going to go ahead and just do an F5, just in case something weird happens. And we've kind of done it right about time. Let's get some more stuff. Let's head back to the ship. So, oh, I forgot about this. That's why you do saves all the time, just in case. Oh no. Alright, sharp pain pierces your head and the light dims in your eyes. You smell smoke and burning. You feel a wave of nausea. Your legs buckle and your knees hit the metal floor. At that same moment, the manufactorum surrounding you disappears in a whirlwind of mist, ash, and gray shadow. Struggling against the elements, you can barely raise your head to look. Your eyes sting and burn, but through your tears you see it. A colossal silhouette rising above you. The roar tempest is unable to shake the mighty figure. Try to get a better look. Your soul, tempered by the curse of sorcery, stands strong against the psychic onslaught, and you direct your gaze forward. You squint and wipe away the tears, and for the moment your vision clears. Before you stands a mighty giant clad in dark power armor, lavishly adorned with bas-reliefs of snarling demonic silhouettes and punctured with prayer skulls. 2 braziers are mounted behind his shoulders, burning the unnatural blue flames and emitting thick black smoke that curls and twists upward like a funnel. Behind the giant you catch a brief glimpse of a crumpled figure bound in chains. The warrior's inhuman eyes bore into you. I am the master of those who have been felled by your hand in the halls. I am the master of those who have been felled by your hand in the halls of the primordial truth. I am Erlon the cruel. The soul of my followers returned to the fount of power they served, crying out for me to cast my gaze towards this sacrilege. And what do I see? Yet another lackey of the corpse emperor. They call you a hero. An empty word, a worthless pedestal among hundreds like it. All built by the lackeys of the false god and the hubris and ignorance. This pedestal will soon become a sacrificial altar, and you'll become yet another reminder to the expanse that no hero can save it from the truth. The giant's voice causes the storm raging around you to die somewhat, as the very sound of his voice is enough to make the whirlwind subside. You glance at the huge warrior, and notice on his chest a winding azure symbol. The shades of blue seem to glimmer and mingle together. I am the sovereign of Kiava Gamma. This is my world, not a dominion of chaos. Oh, clinging to illusions will do you no good. The rituals have already been performed. The mortals are already singing the litanies of the primordial truth, or decorating the sacrificial altars with their flesh. Kiava Gamma, as you call it, is already saturated in the nectar of truth, a fate that awaits all worlds that would stand in our way. Where are we? Where have you taken me? This is the bridge that connects our minds, created by the will of my slave, whose fate you should be envying. The psyker is useful enough to me to be left alive. You, less so. What do you want with me? Oh, the kitty cat's here. I don't know if she'll jump up. I want to look at the one who has disrupted my flock's duties and my master's plans. The warrior from my legion, the fabricator censor. You think of their deaths as a triumph. However, it is but a minor hindrance on our path. These are the worlds that serve our goals. There are other sources of plasteel and adamantine. Revel in your victory. It will change nothing. Nonetheless, the blood in your veins whispers to the spirits that warrant a closer look. Yes. You are a descendant of the rogue traitor whose warrant Kunrad Voktir sought to obtain. By defying the relic and binding it to himself with the tethers of the Imperium, he was meant to become my servant, a rogue traitor who would do the work of the truth, but then you interfered. Could it be you wish to gain the true God's favor instead? Do you wish to present the corpse's relic to me and serve the truth? Hear your very blood calling, begging you to submit to me. What would be the point of futile defiance? Alright, we've got an iconoclast here. Let's take a look at what our options are. Willing to give the warrant to you if you're heretical. The only way you're going to acquire is by digging it out of the wreckage of my ship. Never chaos spawn. I'm the rogue traitor. The warrant belongs to me. Waste your time trying to tempt me. You waste your time trying to tempt me. It's not blood that defines a person's deeds. Only the will does, and my will is thus. Be gone from my mind. Pitiful insect. You dare? A gust of wind sweeps Erlon's figure away without a trace. The mist around you begins to dissipate, revealing the dark halls of the Manufactorum, and leaving behind an oppressive sense of powerlessness. Abelard looks at you worriedly. That was a close call, for the sake of the Holy Terra. If I had lost a second rogue traitor in such a paltry span of time, my only option would have been to shoot myself out of unending shame. I sensed the presence of another psyker. Someone made contact with you mentally, then tried to harm you with sorcery. I did what I could. You at least appear unharmed. Can you remember what you saw? It was a Chaos Space Marine. One of the servants of the Imperium? Traitors to the Imperium? I don't think it was he who touched your mind. I wouldn't... have had the strength to go against a psyker from the ranks of those monsters. He might have forced some mortal to do his bidding. Perhaps it was through the same hapless medium that he sensed the deaths of his henchmen. Such indescribable power, to have reached out to your mind at such a distance. He said something about Theodora, about how the blood in my veins will lead me to serve chaos. Heinrich stares at you, whether in surprise or anger, you do not know. I see. We can theorize later, although I will say, Abner, that his words do not leave much room for interpretation. The manufactorum around you looks the same as before the vision. Maybe the shadows have grown a little deeper and darker. You dust yourself off and continue on your journey through the darkness. There we go. All right. The world's industrial heart has fallen to corruption, but the numerous faint Vox signals from the periphery indicate the planet's small manufacturing clusters survive without succumbing to the heretics. The sacred machines and hallowed lays of those abodes have been reverently transported to the safety of the ship's hull. The fate of Kiava Gamma hangs in the balance. All right, so we got some ancient machinery. We got some energy cores. We can purify it, or we can restore it. We're going to restore it because we're going iconoclast, right? In the shortest possible time without subjecting the wounded planet to a merciless plunge. Whatever. We got some more extractums. We got some more iconoclast points. And you've reclaimed all the colonies, it says. We got a little pop-up within our dynasty. The blast furnaces are lit again. Machines once more fill the air with screeches and squeals. The mag trains of wagons stretch in lines from one workshop to the next. The cogitators' binaric chants carry alarming rumors of malevolent and foul traces of corruption still lurking in the deepest chambers of the Mactorum. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we can do here. We've got restoration. That seems to fit what we're doing. It's going to get us some cursed boots. Whenever the wearer ends their turn, we deal warp damage to each adjacent creature and to ourselves. This is for heretical only. We're not going to get a lot of use out of that. We don't have a lot of heretical followers at the moment. We just got one, and she's not in melee combat very often. It also deals additional conviction heretical damage to enemies. So that's not going to help us much. I mean, it is efficiency, plasteel mechanisms. Blessed are the weaponsmiths. This is going to get us a better plasma. We just got a good one, but I guess this would be another one. This one never overheats, so you could just keep doing plasma overcharge. I guess it's this over and over. 75% damage, yet plasma overheats for 2. This one never overheats, so instead of doing this, we would just do this and take our extra 75% damage. Not too bad. Also gets us some security, some plasteel, and some weapons. Calculating holiness, the hand of Xenocide. Let's take a look at this. It deals their wielder's lore Xenos divided by 4% more damage to Xenos enemies. That seems to be pretty niche. Costs us profit factor, gives us complacency. I think we're going to go blessed are the weaponsmiths. Get the security, a little more plasteel, some more weapons. We'll get this at some point. Nothing there was super useful for us, essentially, is what we're saying. Let us go to the bridge and talk to Heinrichs real quick, and then we'll finish. But I don't want to start the next series with a long dialogue about this. Let's wrap up this chapter. It's not wrapping up a full chapter, but wrap up this colony real quick with him. You can come see us? What are you doing, Jade? I think Jade wants out is what she wants. She's like, I'm up, and I would like out. Come here. Oh, there's Jade. I don't know if she's showing up on the camera for you with what you doing? Huh? What's my baby doing? Oh, she's wandering. I don't know if she's gonna end up in the camera or not. Where you going? You gonna hop off? She's right here if you can't see her, and I can't see my camera at the moment to see if she's there or not. Oh, well, thank you. I mean, I can see the camera, but I can't see where it is with the... That is a tail. You can definitely see that. I know that showed up. All right, what do we got? Where is Heinrichs? He's right here.
To what do I owe this visit?
All right, a little bit about yourself. You satisfy the results in Kiava Gamma. Oh, we can use the Inquisition to take care of Adira. Interesting. So if we went dogmatic, we could do that. We could also get rid of Yearlit if we wanted to do that. Or we could tell him to leave. Let us ask him about this. Okay.
The Fabricator Sensor's machine was stopped. Not another soul will be sent into the mouth of the archenemy. In time, we will succeed in uncovering and stopping other schemes of the cult. We dealt a blow not only to the cultists, but to the archenemy itself. I cannot help but be pleased.
Persuasion minus 20. We got a good chance. 97%. Touching the cogitator did something to you. I want to know what.
No servant of the God Emperor has closer dealings with corruption than the agents of the Golden Throne. In its quest to guard the Imperium against its foes' most devious and secret schemes, the Inquisition seeks to understand the essence of evil. It is not enough for us to burn or cut down a rotten seedling. We must study it, understand it, touch it. Every time any of us do our duty, we are risking our very souls. But when it comes to psychers, the soul of a psyker is especially enticing to the archenemy.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I messed something up on my phone while I was listening. Okay. Anytime we do our duty, it risks our souls. Yep.
The cogitator was stopped, yes. I touched an infernal machine that was created to serve chaos. I used it. I delved into the principles of its operation. That was enough. Corruption needs only the briefest brush of contact.
So he's corrupted now? Is that what he's saying?
When I touched the cult's cogitator, I drew the thousand-eye gaze of evil upon myself, as any agent does when they interfere in the schemes of those who serve the ruinous powers. And that evil undoubtedly left an invisible mark upon me, as it does on any acolyte who fights against the archenemy. And this will be the case every time I do my duty. I know a good deal about the fates of those who have served the throne before me. Enough to know that my path leads to one place, and one place only.
Dark. Of course, it's Warhammer. What are you going to do next?
My visit to Kiava Gamma did not produce answers to all my questions, but we did succeed in dealing a blow to the cult by destroying the Fabricator Sensor's machine. I have directed my spies to track the sect's surviving leaders. I'm certain that they will have useful information for us soon. Though small, this is a victory for the Golden Throne, and I have you to thank for it.
All right. I think that'll be all for now.
Thank you for finding the time for our conversation.
I guess we could do a little bit of this here.
I'm usually the one interested in the pasts of those around me, not the reverse. I come from a night world, Guizorn 3. I belonged to a branch of one of the noble houses until my exceptional abilities were discovered. After that, I was sent on a black ship to Holy Terra, where I was trained and I began my service for the glory of the Imperium.
How did you discover your abilities?
Like many psychers unaware of their curse, I found out when a strong emotional reaction triggered an involuntary response. My great-aunt had a pet grink. One day, it bit me, and I boiled it from inside out. And when my great-aunt slapped me for what I'd done, I boiled her too.
Ooh, even darker. I expected more dramatic. No, that's pretty dramatic. Powers are dangerous. Hope you managed your abilities since then.
When I arrived on Holy Terra and was tested, I was found to be suitable material for becoming a sanctioned psyker, able to bend his curse to his own will. I can assure you that the adepts of the Astra Telepathica were right in their assessment.
You were sent to the Inquisition straight after training?
No. First, I was accorded the status of a psyker fit for service in the Imperial Guard. where I then spent several years. It was only afterward that I became an agent of the Golden Throne.
Okay. Interesting. Remember your home planet?
I do, but I have no ties to my homeworld now. None except my first name. I left Guizorn 3 when I was still a child. My family disowned me, stripping me of my family name. I was given a new one by those who trained me. Even for a noble, being branded a psyker is a mark of eternal shame. I experienced that firsthand before I was put on the Black Ship.
And we'll finish off with the Black Ship.
Picture a vast prison ship filled with frightened, angry psychers who can't control their abilities and who have just lost their homes and their families. Some of them were children and adolescents like I was. Some were monstrous creatures who no longer had the right to be called human, or psychopaths who reveled in their impure powers. Once, when one of the miscreants broke free, those in command simply depressurized the bay and got rid of the culprit, along with the prisoners and crew tainted by him. But even after that, I heard the echo of inhuman suffering and terror that filled that part of the ship. It grieves me to recall that episode to this day.
All right. Talk about something else. How long have you served in the Inquisition?
Since the day of my initiation as an acolyte. So, decades. How many real years it's been, it's hard to say. When I return from a journey through the warp, I often discover that much more or much less time has passed in real space.
You visited many worlds.
Indeed. I have visited many of the places brought to the Emperor's light, and those sullied by the filth of the archenemy. In truth, even after all these years spent visiting the various corners of the Imperium and looking beyond its borders, I still consider the Segmentum Solar to be the greatest of all humanity's bastions. Nothing compares to the majesty of Holy Terror, the might of Mars, the grandeur of the Segment's other worlds.
What duties have you been carrying out for the Inquisitor?
You can't really be expecting me
I tried to ask.
question, can you?
For someone who's been serving decades, you look young.
The first step for biomancers such as myself is to take control of the processes of their own body, including aging. I've endured innumerable hazards in my work. If I allowed every trace of them to remain, I would look completely different today. Gladly.
He's got a lot of dialogue, but we're at the end of an episode, so, if you're not interested,
The Lord Inquisitors
click away now.
people, the best of the best, experts in various fields and disciplines. Some of them I know personally, others I've never met. To be honest, I'm not even certain that the people I know are still alive. I used to work with other acolytes of the Lord Inquisitor, but in the Coronis Expanse, I have been working alone.
Wandering the stars, don't you get lonely?
I rarely have the time or the...
This is where we could probably start to do the romance if we were interested in that, I think. If you're interrogator, does that mean you hold a special position in the retinue?
We are not a retinue. We are acolytes. As for your question, I am closer than anyone else to the one I call my personal teacher. The Lord Inquisitor deemed me worthy of undertaking the most important and sensitive tasks requiring the attention of agents of the Golden Throne.
Are there other acolytes in the Expanse? You'll not be getting an answer.
Such as?
Cult of the Final Dawn?
The cult's ordinary members are humans who have been corrupted by the archenemy, traitors to the Imperium, and accomplices of chaos. Participation in the cult's rituals always entails brainwashing, literally and figuratively. The longer cult members spend among other cultists, the less critically they think, and the more closely they resemble obedient livestock, stripped of their fear and instinct for self-preservation. The worst of them go to their deaths without an inkling of doubt, ready to take hundreds and thousands of souls with them. As for those at the top of the cult's hierarchy, we have not yet managed to get a lead on all of the cult's leaders. I imagine that some of them are hiding in the depths of the Coronis Expanse, but those who are orchestrating the fanatics on nearby worlds are hiding very well indeed, or receiving protection from above.
What do you mean about that?
Governors, commanders, rogue traders. History is full of those who neglect their duty to the Golden Throne and seek allies in the wrong places.
What's your mission?
I need to confirm the reports from my agents. According to them, one of the cult's leaders is in the Kiava Gamma segment, an industrial world within the dominion of the Von Phalantius dynasty. I hope you won't impede my investigation.
I don't think we did.
We discovered the first traces of it as soon as we arrived in the Coronis Expanse. Since then, the more we learn, the better we see just how far the roots of this blight extend. Destroying individual cells is pointless. We must cut this beast off at its head. As you wish.
All right. I think that's enough for now on that dialogue. I think what we're going to do next time is we are going to start with a little bit. We're going to come over here and we'll start by dropping in our new information that we picked up on the planet at the cache there, and we'll get it deciphered. Decrypted, there we go, that's the word I'm looking for. And we'll start with that next time, and then we'll continue on with whatever other exploration we want to do. So for today, thank you very much for watching. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. Memberships are down below as well if you'd like to join a membership. We also have the link to our Discord. Memberships get you some special Discord privileges as well, including being able to chat to me during the stream if you would like, and help make decisions as we go along. And I think that's it for now. So we'll see you next time. Cheers.